Madam President, Prime Minister, Mr. Orbán, it must change you being here. You're not used to being faced by a parliament which asks you for accountability. That's what we're planning to do this morning, to ask for accountability. I ask for accountability on our values, on our money, and our geopolitics. I'll start with a question, Mr. Orbán. Who are you today? Where is the fighter for freedom who commemorated Imre Nagy? You proclaim long live freedom, and you adopt laws which reduce the right to demonstrate. You torment women who want to have an abortion by forcing them to listen to the heart of their fetus. You proclaim long live the family. You hunt down all the families who don't correspond to your narrow vision of the world. You bring to heel judges by forcing them into retirement, but that's not what will make your compatriots to renounce for independent justice. You spy on journalists, you put your loyal people at the head of the media, but that won't make people in Hungary give up freedom of expression. You can hunt down Anna Donat, but whatever your false accusations, she will continue to fight with all the opposition. Yes, Prime Minister, we are liberals, and we are proud of that, because freedom, it's the foundation of our Europe, and for you, it's corruption. Because, Mr. Orbán, what is the basis of your regime? I'll tell you. It's a cluster of scams. Scams which cost a fortune for Hungarian and European taxpayers. For who? For your son-in-law, who was enriched himself because of phony public tenders for lighting in Budapest, and your childhood friend, a plumber, who overnight became a business magnate. Unfortunately, Hungary is the only country I know where a plumber come heating engineer become a billionaire overnight. And if that wasn't enough, you siphoned off 2 million euros of European money to run a little tourist train in your childhood village. And it seems that nobody's using it. We had Disneyland Orlando, we had Disneyland Paris. Dear colleagues, I can tell you that now we have Disneyland Fidesz. I now turn to your European allies. Mr. Bardella, your so-called group of patriots for Europe, every day you say that Europe is wasting European money. But in your ranks you have a Prime Minister who squanders the money of the French, the Italians, the Germans, the Austrians. How can you say that you are patriots and credible? You are neither one thing nor the other. Mr. Orbán, Hungary has just reached a record. You have an unprecedented brain drain. Where are these people going, these Hungarians? I'll let you guess. They're going to Western Europe, this Europe which you decry. Why are they leaving? Because of arbitrary power, because of the inflation, because of the corruption. You threatened to send migrant buses to Brussels, but the reality is that these buses, they're already leaving, but it is Hungarians in those buses. That's all you have to offer in terms of a geopolitical vision, Mr. Orbán? Since you took the Presidents of Council, you've gone to kowtow to Putin and Xi Jinping. You block billions of euros in assistance Ukraine. You give visas to Russian citizens. You let Chinese police patrol in your own streets. But, Mr. Prime Minister, where are you looking? Are you looking towards Brussels or towards Moscow? Towards Brussels or towards Peking? Madam President, how much time we will tolerate the blackmailing of Viktor Orbán? Will we have to wait for our values to be trampled on again? We should sustain voting rights for Hungary in Council. Prime Minister, the only thing that you do not reject from Europe is its checks. And the truth is that you don't dare to call to leave Europe because you depend on Europe, but also and above all because you know that the Hungarians won't follow you. And it's to them the Hungarians that I speak, finally, to those who are listening to us from Hungary, your voice in Europe is blurred, but we're listening. And for every attempt to restrain your freedoms, you can count on us for support, because our common values are not negotiable. They are take it or leave it. Mr. Orban, in 2004, the Hungarians said yes to these values in large numbers. Us, the Hungarians, we want to keep them amongst us, but nobody will remember you.
To Terry Reintke, co-president of the Green Group.